Good morning, students. I am Srividya, Saudamya Group School. Now we see about the Unit 6 Consumer Protection and Chapter 16 Consumerism. Okay. First of all, we see the consumer introduction and consumer exploitation and consumerism and the need for consumerism, importance of consumerism, origin, evolution and growth of consumerism, consumer protection, need for consumer protection, consumer legislation, Consumer Protection Act 1986, caveat emptor. These are the things we see in this lesson. Okay. First of all, we see the introduction. The consumer dependency and business responsibility. Consumer dependency and business responsibility are the two sides of coin. The producers, the consumers and the government are the three constituent element of business. The producer, the consumer and the government are the three constituent element of business. The consumer is most exploited constitute in this business world. This lesson explains about the consumer exploitation and consumer protection. Okay. First of all, we see who is the consumer. A consumer is one who consumes goods manufactured and sold by others or created air, water, natural resources. That is called consumer. Other words, one who avails services such as banking, transport, insurance, who is also called consumer. Okay. Next, we see about the meaning of consumer. Under Indian Consumer Protection Act 1986, a person who buy goods or services which has been paid or promised or partly paid or partly promised as a consumer. Under the section Indian Consumer Protection Act 1986, a person who buys any goods or services which has been paid or promised or partly paid or partly promised is a consumer. A person who obtain goods for resale or commercial purposes will not be a consumer. A person buying products for self-employed is considered as a consumer. A consumer should be treated as a king, but they are often treated as slaves. Okay. Next, we see about consumer exploitation. First, the consumer exploited by selling at higher price. The price charged by the seller for product and services may not be commensurately with the quality, but at the same time it is more than the fair price. As the result, the consumer are forced to buy the products and short supply of goods at the higher price in black market. The consumer selling at a higher price is a first exploitation of the consumer, and secondly, adulteration. And the adulteration means refer to mixing or substituting the undesirable material in goods. This causes heavy loss to the consumer. This will lead to monetary losses and spoil the health of the consumer. The adulteration is quite common in food articles. It is a crime. Okay. Some examples of adulteration: the mixing of stone with grains. The mixing of stone with grains. Next one, the coffee powder is mixed with the tamarind seed. The coffee powder Next one, the papaya seed are mixed with the dark pepper. These are the examples of adulteration. Okay. Next one, duplicates. Duplicate goods. The duplicates of the popular products are produced and sold sold are commonly. Example, automobile tools and clothes, watches, etc. This duplicate product is one of the exploitation of consumers. Okay. Next, artificial scaling. Artificial scarcity. The producers often created a no stock. That the situation is urged to the consumers buy the products in higher price. Example, cinema tickets in cinema theater. The board is hanging a household board. Hang the household board and then sell the tickets in black black market for a higher price. This artificial scarcity created by the seller for getting more profit. Okay. Next, substandard. Substandard, when a consumer buys a product in bulk, they may find that defect or damage produced in it, they cannot return. These because they are blamed for the lack of attention for buying the product. This is called as substandard exploitation. Okay. Next, product risk. Usage of the risky products may harm the consumer when the producers does not give proper information and warning about the product. This is one of the exploitation of the consumer. Okay. Next one. Next one is the unsuitable of product. Unsuitability of product. The quality of the product or fails the quality of the products are fairly advertised and are sold in the consumer. Product advertised as an unbreakable one or often weak. That is advertisement, false advertisement given to the consumer. So this exploitation normally nowadays is normally doing this advertisement. The unsuitable of product, the quality of the product or the false advertised and are they sold the consumer product advertised as unbreakable or often weak. That words selling to the consumer are exploited. Okay. Next, warranty and services. So the consumer are given a warranty period of durable goods like TV, other durable things, all the durable things. But many times free services are denied and are charged for the damages. That is one of the exploitation of the consumer. Next, false advertisement. The producers advertise product to make the consumer knows the details about it, like the price, offers, etc. But many details are given in false. The advertised details are false. This exploitation in common. Okay, these are the exploitation of the consumers. Okay, consumerism and need for consumerism. It is a social form of protecting the consumer and aiding of consumers. The consumerism is attempt of the society to bring the balance between producer and consumer. The term of consumerism come into the existence in early 1960. Consumerism come to existence in 1960. The business world, mainly Western world, America. Okay, and next definition of consumerism. The consumerism is an attempt of existence, the right and powers of the buyers in relation to the sellers. This definition given by L. Massey. The consumerism is attempt to existence, the rights and power of buyers in relation to sellers. And next definition is the action of the individuals and organization, consumers, government and business, is a response to consumers dissatisfaction that in exchange relationship. This definition given by the William Stanton. Okay, next definition is consumerism not limited to organized efforts only, but is a social movement seeking to assignment the right and power of the buyers in relation to the sellers. Consumerism not limited to organized efforts only, but is a social movement seeking to assignment the right and power of buyers in relation to the sellers. This definition given by Philip Scotland. Okay, these are the three definition given for consumerism. Okay, next importance of consumerism. First important is awakening and uniting the consumers. Awakening and uniting the consumers. Next, discouraging unfair trade practice. Discouraging unfair trade practice. And the third one, protecting against exploitation. Protecting against exploitation. First one, awakening and unifying the consumers. And second one, discouraging unfair trade practice. And the third one, protecting against exploitation. And fourth importance is awakening the government. And the fifth one, effective implementation of the consumers. And the sixth one, providing complete and latest information. Providing complete and latest information. And the seventh one, it is discouraging the social activities. Discouraging anti-social activities. These are the importance of consumerism. Okay. Next, we see about the origin, evolution and the growth of consumerism. First one, origin of the consumerism. Origin of consumerism. The concept and idea of consumerism was initially conceived in USA around 1980s. This business firm with packing were latest concern about their consumers and by it affected the health of the consumers. During the boom, the state of the industrialization economic in them during 20th century, the advertising and consumer consumptions become the major areas of reform. The lead of the outcity of the the false advertisements. The progressive as well as the other Americans began to realize the value of fighting for the better quality of goods. The middle class progressive women began the organization like the National Consumers League (NCL). The women started NCL. The women progressive movement started the NCL. It response of the sustained quality of the goods and the lack of the involvement of the government in protecting the consumer against terrible food and other goods conditions. Okay, now the majority of the consumers in advanced countries are well educated, well informated, and are the position to protect them. But in the Indian situations, they initially different from the Western, where educated product and proper distribution of product exist. The consumerism is the outcome of suffering of exploitation of the consumers, and some businessmen aim to make abnormal movement. However, this has been accepted and agreed that the consumer is king of the market. But the fact there is not a majority of the Indian problems relating to the consumers adulteration, artificial scarcity, and the price extra price given by the consumers. Okay, the high price these exploitations are arrived in India. Okay, these are the problems created. This one origin of the consumerism. Next one, the evolution of consumerism. The major causes of consumerism in India have been identified: the rising price and the poor product performance and services and the quality product shortage and deceptive advertising and inflation. These are the kinds of exploitation arising here. The government has been very responsive to the consumers' needs through legislative action. The consumers to stand up for their rights through the effective organization in order to redress the grievance. The word consumerism come into existence in the 1960 only. The consumerism is come to existence. The growth of the consumerism. The consumerism and consumer movement is outcome of suffering of exploitation of the consumers. Mr. Ralph Nader. Ralph Nader is the father of consumerism. Protected the fight against monopoly and unethical trade process. Large companies in the United States. He fight against them. So he is called father of consumerism. Next, the day almost all the countries, the consumers movement are well developed. The United Nations, the General Assembly has adopted a set of general guidelines to the consumer protection. Okay, we see about the consumer protection. The consumer protection is the form of social action which is designed to the action the well-being of the society, namely consumers. The real practice of consumer is not protected and safeguarded, but a consumer is cheated and looted. Thus, there is a need of the consumer movement is safeguard their interest. The need for consumer protection. The need for consumer protection is important. Through the consumer is said to be a king of is a financial business sphere, but his interest are virtually neglected. So it is consumer protection is needed. Okay, next we see about the role of consumers protection. There are the three parties involved in the sphere of business transaction. First one, government, business, the consumer. Role of consumerism. The first one, the consumer protection. Role of consumer protection. First one, the business and the government, business and consumer. Okay. First, the role of business. Role of business. First of all, the avoidance of the price hike. There should be the problem of the higher price. That is that should be avoided. The consumer get the fair price of the product. This is the first role of business. And the second role is avoidance of the hoarding. This it is not include of the hoarding of black market to earn profit. That artificial scarcity is created by some seller. No. That is avoidance of the hoarding. Next, the guarantees for good quality. The business enterprises should not give the false warranty for the product. It should be avoided. And next, the product information. The false information given by the business enterprises should be disclosed and again the correct and complete advertisement only given by the business enterprises. This is protection for consumers. Okay. Next, the role of the government. Since most of the consumers, including the academically educated, are illiterate about the rights and hence passive. The government should assure and achieve role of safeguarding the consumers. The government, both the central and state government, have brought out the number of legislation to protect the interest of the consumer across the country. This is the role of government for protection, consumer protection. Next, role of consumers. Business enterprises may break the code, and the government may give instructions with the content with mere enacting the laws and do little to protect consumers. In this context, consumers have vigilant and organize themselves into the movement of the concerned action. Okay, these are the role of consumer protection. Okay, next legislation. The first legislation is Indian Contract Act 1982. And then this Indian Contract Act was passed to bind the people on the promise made in the contract. This is first legislation. And the second one, Sales Goods Act. The Sales Goods Act. The Sales Goods Act 1982. Sales Goods Act 1982. Sale of Goods Act. Next, Essential Commodity Act. Financial Commodity Act 1955. Next, the Agriculture Product and Grading and Marketing Act. Agriculture Product Grading and Marketing Act. Okay, 1937. Agriculture Product Grading Marketing Act. Okay, next, the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. Prevention of Food Adulteration Act in 1954. The Indian Contract Act 1982, the Sales of Goods Act 1982, the Essential Commodity Act 1955, Agriculture Product Grading Marketing Act 1937, the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954. And next legislations are and Weight and Measurement Act. Weight and Measurement Act. Weight and Measurement Act 1958. Next, the Trademark Act 1999. Trademark Act. Next, the Competition Act 2002. Competition Act 2002. Next, the Indian Standard Institution ISI Act for giving grading for the product. This Act, ISI Act 1952. Indian Standard Institution Act is called ISI. The next, the Drugs and Magic Remedies Act. The Drugs and Magic Remedies Act 1954. The Weight and Measurement Act 1958, the Trademark Act 1999, the Competition Act 2002, the Indian Standard Institution 1952, the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. Okay. Next act is the Drug and Cosmetic Act. Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. Next, the Air Pollution Act 1981. Air Pollution Act 1981. The Food and Safety Standard Act 2006. Act 2006. Okay, next the Public Liability Insurance Act. Public Liability Insurance Act 1996. Okay. The last act is the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985. These are the legislation of consumerism. Okay. Next, Consumer Protection Act, the COBRA Act. Then the central government enacted a comprehensive law called the Consumer Protection Act 1986. This act further amended in 1993. This act referred to the short COBRA. The act provided for the setting up of the three-tier missionaries. That is the counseling of the district forum and state counseling, state commission and national commission. District forum, state commission and national commission. Three-tier missionaries consisting set up in this act. Okay, then the control of the consumerism and consumer protection. Next one, it is first the features of the Consumer Protection Act. First features is protecting consumer against the product and services which are harmful to the health of consumer. Protecting the consumer against product and services which are harmful to the health of the consumer. So the first feature. Second one, to protecting consumer from the breach of the contract by the seller or manufacturers. The breach of the contract. Next, third feature is ensuring consumer with the supply of goods at a fair quality. Ensuring consumers with supply of goods at fair quality. Next, the fourth feature is ensuring the consumer are charged fair price. Ensuring the consumer are charged only fair price. Next, the ensuring uninterrupted supply of the goods. These are the features of COBRA Act. Next, objectives of COBRA Act. Providing correct and complete information about the quality, quantity, purity and standard of goods and services purchased by the consumers. Protecting consumer from the unfair trade practice of the traders. And third one, empowering consumers to seek redressal against the exploitation. Next, fourth one is educating the consumer of their rights and duties. And last one, the consumerism is a standard of living and for the consumer by providing them with the quality products at the fair price. These are the objectives of consumerism. Okay, next we see about the caveat emptor and caveat emptor. What is caveat emptor? The caveat emptor is a Latin word. It means let the bias beware. Caveat emptor means let the bias beware. The bias assumes the risk that the product fails to meet exploitation or have the defects. The terms actually means that let purchase beware. The purchase a coffee mug and later discovers that it is has a leak. He has no check other than to keep it with him. This is an example of buyer's beware. According to the principles of the buyer, should have been the cautions and should have throughout examine the product and check defined if any. This is caveat emptor. Next, caveat vendita. The caveat vendita was the rule for the most purchase and land sales period to the industrial revolution. Although the seller assumed much more responsibility for the integrated of the goods to in present day. Today, most sale in US fall under the caveat